In this video, I spoke with Chuck Prow, President and CEO of V2X. V2X is a new enterprise formed by the combination of Vectrus and Vertex. The merger closed in July 2022, and Chuck Prow, formerly President and CEO of Vectrus, is now the leader of the combined enterprise. Chuck has been named to Executive Mosaic's Wash100 for 8 years, and his previous experience includes more than 2 decades at IBM and PricewaterhouseCoopers. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Also, we'd love to hear from you. If you have a question for the leaders of GovCon, please drop a comment below or email studio@executivemosaic.com. Hello, and welcome to Executive Mosaic's video interview series. I'm Summer Myatt, and here to speak with me today is Chuck Prow, President and CEO of V2X. Chuck, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's great to be here, Summer. Good to see you today.
So, Chuck, what's your outlook on the global defense landscape? What significant changes or trends are you seeing, and how are these factors moving the GovCon market?
It seems like, we say this, every 5th year or so in this industry, but this industry is truly transforming. We continue to see companies kind of merge into, various segments of the broader federal services marketplace. You have the businesses that are very, very focused on technology aspects of our marketplace. And then you have an emerging cohort of companies like V2X that are very, very focused on the operational segment of the broader federal services marketplace. The interesting segment about this emerging operational segment is that we are very, very technology focused. Every day we work to insert technologies to find better, faster, cheaper ways to perform missions at a very different cost point. And as we all know, there's continue to be pressure on supply chains and people. So not only are we lowering the overall cost to support the missions that we operate, we're doing so with less people, and many times because that's the realities of the marketplace that we're in today.
And Chuck, I know the merger between Vectrus and Vertex was completed in July, and you're at the helm of the new enterprise. What aspects of the merger are most exciting to you, and how is the business combination going so far?
Well, I couldn't be more thrilled to be with our new teammates. This combination has created a leader in the operational segment of the broader federal services marketplace. And what's really most exciting to me is to see the people and the combined cultures come together so quickly. We are a services organization of more than 14,000 people, another 5,000 to 6,000 subcontractors deployed in more than 25 countries with more than 15 nationalities on our respective teams. And to see the excitement and the true mission orientation that both companies brought to this combination has been very exciting to see. From a business perspective, we are a very, very different company together as either the two predecessor companies were. We have the scale, we have the reach, we have the capabilities to touch a much broader set of clients in a different set of missions that we can support as well. We are looking forward to, over the next 18 months or so, beginning to show within the marketplace kind of wins and continued advancement in the areas of the marketplace, again, that historically neither predecessor companies brought to the marketplace.
Chuck, what else can we expect to see from V2X in the next year? What new markets or capabilities does the merger add to the enterprise? And what's your strategy for harnessing new opportunities in these areas?
We fundamentally believe that not only is the marketplace transforming, our clients' missions are transforming. It is essential that as our clients' physical and digital infrastructures converge, but we as providers to that mission help drive that innovation, help lead that innovation. So our teams work in many places all around the world, many times in kind of austere and faraway places. But in today's world, you can, in fact, bring that technology, bring those new capabilities, embed them deeply into the missions, and perform those missions, as I said earlier, kind of better, faster, cheaper. And what I really find fun about this transformation is to watch our people react to it. I mean, our people have believed, in many cases, we're more than 50% former veteran that are employees. They believe that there were better ways to perform the missions that we support throughout their career, and they're now being given an opportunity to really innovate and bring new and different ways of performing those missions to the marketplace.
And I know V2X released its first financial report since the merger in August, and the results show a 6% increase in revenue. Can you talk about the key drivers of this growth?
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. Again, the teams that have come together have brought a legacy of growth. Over the last trailing 12 months, we reported about $6 billion of new backlog. Combined, we have a $12 billion backlog, which is more than 3.5 times the $3.6 billion pro forma revenue that we announced when the merger came together. All of those numbers aside, however, we do have tailwinds in terms of growth in our business. And this business combination is all about continued growth.
Switching gears, I want to get your opinion on which emerging technologies you think will have the greatest impact on the GovCon market in the next few years.
Well, I think technology in general will continue to transform the GovCon market. I'll speak specifically about, our primary focuses of the GovCon market, again, which is this converged digital and physical infrastructures. There are technologies associated with artificial intelligence. There are technologies associated with predictive analytics. There are technologies associated with cyber and that zero trust environment that we all must live in, because the infrastructures that we support are all censored. And those infrastructures, when censored, provide a requirement to be protected from a cyber perspective as well. So while the same technologies that the broader GovCon marketplace is talking about, most of those technologies apply to the operational segment of the federal services marketplace too. They just apply in a much more physical, touchable, tangible way. And as I mentioned, our teams are very excited about deploying and innovating and inventing with some of these new technologies. One of the capabilities that we now have a deep presence in is synthetic training. And the training business, which came to us from a predecessor company, is in fact a leader in this synthetic training. And when we can imagine ways that we can take synthetic training that have been applied to government missions and begin to think about applying those to our operational missions as well, it's a big deal. I mean, there is a great deal of integration, a great deal of efficiencies, a great deal of improved outcomes that are going to happen by this sort of combination of technology and the physical process.
What advice do you have for GovCon companies looking to move up in today's very competitive market and increase their profitability?
It's the same advice that I would have given companies several years ago. This is an industry that values value, if that makes sense. And the combination of innovation, the combination of execution, the combination of predictable results over time, in this marketplace, customers, clients value that. And so what I tell our teams every day is the same thing that I tell some of our mentor protege companies as well, is don't become enamored by that next shiny object. Stay focused on what you're great at, do better at what you're great at every day, and innovate within the context of the missions you support. Clients in this industry value success. They value innovation. I like to tell our teams, one of our biggest responsibilities is to make our clients famous. That is, we want to make our clients look great every day by providing better mission outcomes and outcomes that our clients can be proud of, as well as our company. And that would be the advice that I would give to, again, whether you're a small company or an emerging company.
That's powerful. Thank you. I'm curious, how has GovCon changed since you began your career, and what advice would you give to someone pursuing executive positions today?
This may be a bit of a counterintuitive example because I think GovCon has a persona of being kind of a slow-moving industry. I will tell you that the rate and pace of change has continued to accelerate over the last decade. I came into the GovCon environment in the late 90s, and in fact, technology was being implemented in very, different and unique ways then. But it is the sheer requirement to change quickly, to defend against the threats of cyber, as an example, and to also pre-position technologies to take the place of missions that require speed and agility that are beyond what human beings can deliver. So what I would say, kind of very simply, the rate and pace of technology and innovation continues to expand in this marketplace, or accelerate in this marketplace, I should say. And I don't see that trend changing. I think the acceleration of new capabilities to drive higher outcomes will continue for the foreseeable future.
Well, Chuck, thank you so much for your insights today and for all the work you do at V2X.
I enjoyed it. It was great talking to you today.